Hello, guys. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you might be watching from. My name is Trader Ola, just like you guys know, and I welcome you guys to my YouTube channel, Trade Along with Ola. It's another time of the week when I usually do my weekly analysis in anticipation for what the market is going to do when the market opens again because it's Sunday. It is Sunday. 16th of February. It's Sunday, 16th of February 2025, and the time is just exactly 7:16. So, in a couple of hours, the market is going to open. We're anticipating the opening of the market in a couple of hours, and the market is going to pick it up from where it dropped it last week when it closed. So, without further waste of time, we're just going to get straight to it. And as you all know, I trade USD pairs majorly. It's not like I don't trade other pairs. I trade USD pairs majorly. Once in a while, I trade other pairs, but for the most part, I trade USD pairs. Yes, that's what I do. And so, a lot of things happened in the market last week, and it's going to continue also today. And the market is very unpredictable, but if you have the skill, you have the knowledge, you can find your way around the markets. And so I'm just going to get straight to it, as I always do, as it is my habit to do. I always start my analysis from the daily time frame. I call it the top to bottom analysis. That is my approach to the market. So the first thing I do is I zoom out to see the bigger picture, what the market is actually doing. And what's the purpose of zooming out? So I can see the past data, and the past determines or dictates what the market is going to do in the future. That is the rule. That is the law. So we have to see the past data to see what the market is going to do in the future. So I can see the market has actually been in consolidation for a couple of months. For now, yeah, for a couple of months, the market has actually been ranging. That is what I see that the market is doing. The market has been ranging for a couple of months, and it has just broken down. The market has just broken down. That is what I see that the market is doing. The market has just broken down, as you can see. The market has been started consolidating from what's more, when did it enter the consolidation? 2023, January 9th of January 2023, and it just broke out a couple of days ago. So since about 2 years ago, Euro USD has been ranging. It has been ranging, and it looks like it's forming a big head and shoulders pattern. That's on the higher time frame anyways. So it looks like it is ranging to gather momentum to break out in wherever direction it wants to break out to. And for this case now, it has broken down to the downside. So I think Euro USD is going to be in a strong sell trend very soon. That is what I think, because it has broken to the downside, and there are actually other zones in the market that I can see. And don't forget, the back these points that I'm actually marking out in the market are not like lines. They are zones in the market. They are zones in the market, because as for here, this is tested here once, tested here in a couple of tests here also, although it broke out, but at least it is test, because like I said, it's zone, not a line. And there are a couple of tests here as well. And for the second one, it tested it here, used it as support here in that region there, came here, used it as support also, which went all the way up to this place. And for the one upper one, there are a couple of tests. There is one here, this one I broke out of it. There is one here, and there are a couple, like 2 touches in this place. So these are zones that are actually obvious. They are obvious. If they are not obvious, they are not there. You don't have to force it, but these ones are very, very obvious. So that means they are there, and that is where I've actually put the lines there to indicate that there is something. It's easy level that the market will definitely remember when the market gets there again. So I've actually drawn everything out. So what's my next time? I move to the lower time frame, which is the 4-hour time frame, to see what the market is actually doing. So what I see first of all is that there is this zone here. There is this zone here. That is what I see. But before I even talk about this zone, what is pretty obvious to me is that the market has actually been in a downtrend for a very long time. As you can see, the market has been forming series of lower highs and lower lows. And towards the ending of this downtrend here, I see it looks like the market is actually, formed lower low, right? A lower high. It formed the lower low, it formed the lower high, it formed the lower low, right? Then the market formed the higher high, which is the first indication that the market wants to go up, it wants to reverse, and it wants to start going to the upside. So what happens? The market came back and test this region that has actually been created here. So it looks like the market formed this inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is a very, very popular one, by the way. So it is an indication that the market wants to begin heading to the north. So that is what I think the market wants to do. But don't forget, there is actually a zone here, a resistance zone here, that the markets that we've actually drawn out on the daily time frame. So what happens, because the market is at a resistance zone, which is a very strong one, we're not going to buy yet, even though we are saying buy trend on the bullish trend on the 4-hour time frame, but the daily time frame is telling us that the market is at a resistance zone. So we're going to hold on. So what are we actually going to be looking for? We're actually going to be waiting for the market to do what? To break out of the resistance zone, give us a retest, then that will tell us that the market wants to buy, move to the upside. But because the market is also at a resistance zone, it could do what? Could give us some reversal chart pattern or candlestick pattern that it wants to head to the downside. That could happen also because the market is currently at the resistance zone. But let me zoom in so I can see more things that the market is saying. So if I should zoom in, don't forget, I've actually, marked this out actually as a resistance zone from the daily time frame, and that is where the market is currently. And I also see this. I see this. There is this region here actually that the market has used as what? As resistance. Came all the way down to this place, broken out. So what happened? Because this is a resistance, but the market can do what? Can reverse to come and test it again, which is the neckline, now to bounce again and even break it and give a retest before going to the upside. And the market can as well do this, test here, bounce from this place again, then break this place to form a what? To form a double top. Then I'm going to be looking for my short opportunity when the market comes back to give a retest of the neckline, then I'll bring it all the way to the downside here. So that is what I think Euro USD is doing. And Euro USD, Pound USD, they are highly correlated. They are highly correlated. So if I've analyzed my Euro USD, that means I've analyzed my Pound USD as well. So I don't need to open my Pound USD again. So I just go straight to my USDJPY. I just go straight to my USDJPY. So I go to my daily time frame as well, because that is the time frame, that is my higher time frame. And just like I did for the previous chart, for my previous analysis, I first of all mapped out my zones in the market, zones that are important in the market, high confluence zones that are highly important. And I'll tell you the reason why I've actually chosen those zones in the market. Actually, I'll tell you the reason why I've chosen those zones in the market. I'll tell you. You just hold on. I'll tell you. So I've actually drawn everything out. This is tested here. Couple of tests here. There is this also that is used as resistance here, used as support in this place. There is this one also used as resistance, here, resistance, support. And at the top here, there is also resistance here. So it looks like it's forming inverse head and shoulders pattern. So I see it's, yeah. So move to the lower time frame, which is the 4-hour time frame as well. So basically, the market is forming series of lower highs and lower lows, and it looked like it has broken structure to the upside here, and it's the first indication that the market wants to do what? Begin to move to the upside, because there is a support zone here that the market is actually broken, that was mapped out, that was drawn out from the daily time frame. So let's zoom out to see what exactly it is that the market is doing at the area. So I see this region here. First of all, I see this area of multiple touch here in the market. The market has actually tested it multiple times. So when the market got to this zone that was mapped out from the daily time frame, so from the first bottom went up, second broke the neckline. It's coming back to test the neckline again. So I think USDJPY might actually be on its way to the upside to come and test this place. And it can also happen that USDJPY would break out, then give a retest of this support, which will be turned into resistance, then before pushing to the downside. So that is what I think USDJPY is going to do. And let's go to gold. Gold. So daily time frame. Okay, so you zoom out as always and look for the areas of importance on the market. I say this: if it's not obvious, it's not there. That's the number one rule. If it's not obvious, it's not there. So it has to be obvious. It has to be pointing at you. Like, it has to be very, very obvious. Which other one again do you see? Okay, I see this one right here. Yes. Okay. And I see this one right here as well. And I see this one, extreme low. And as well, and I see the current market price, where the current high that the market is making currently. I see the current high. So we move to the 4-hour time frame to see. Oh, looks like the market is just forming some kind of double top. We don't know yet. But the double top is going to be confirmed if the neckline of the pattern is broken. But for now, there is no break of neckline yet. So the market is still in a very, very strong uptrend. Yeah, because the market is at the support area, we could see a move out of the support region. However, it could also break it, give a retest, then continue its move to the downside here. So that is what I think is happening on gold. So let's go to CADJPY, which is going to be the last pair that I'm going to be doing. CADJPY, which is going to be the last pair. CADJPY, I mean, which is going to be the last pair. So as usual, we'll go to the daily time frame. So what is the first thing you do? As usual, you look for the area of importance in the market. Zones of importance in the market. There is this one here, tested multiple times, right? Okay, there is another one here, I think. Yeah, there is another one there. There is another one here. There is another one here. There is another one there, actually. I see that. So it looks like the market is forming some kind of head and shoulders pattern, getting ready to begin to sell heavily to the downside. But it's not confirmed yet until it breaks the neckline of the head and shoulders pattern, which is this one right in this place. So if the neckline is broken, the market gets tested, then it's definitely going to push all the way to the downside here. But for now, we're just looking at what the market is doing, and we're preparing and getting ready for what the market is doing. So go to the 4-hour time frame. We'll go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so I see this zone here drawn out perfectly. Yes, and there is another one here. I see this one right here. Actually, I see this one right here. So if you check this very, very well, the market was in a strong down trend for a while, keeps forming lower highs and lower lows, right? As you can see, keeps forming lower highs and lower lows. But right from this point, something happened, something changed. The market was forming a series of lower highs and lower lows. But from this point, the market formed a higher high, which is the first indication that the market is ready to change and reverse to the upside. After it formed the higher high, it formed the higher low, formed another higher high. That means the bullish trend is confirmed. So the market is about to form another higher low here. That is what I think. So because we're anticipating the market to form a higher low in this region, so we can actually go to the lower time frame and take a sell trade and bring it all the way to the downside here. So I think the market is actually going to get to the 61.2 region of the fib level. That is where I think that is my anticipation for the retracement move, and let's just find out if it aligns. Let's see. 61.2 region, or 61.8 I mean. So which is this zone here? Let me mark it out. So that would be a target if I were to take the sell trade. That would be our target. That would be our target. So this zone that I've actually mapped out is it. So if we see opportunity to sell the market on the lower time frame, shoots. Did you all see this? I see this double top right here. First top, second top, it breaks down, neckline retest, and you know everything is pointing to that the market is about to give a sell. Right to this place. So and that is what I think the market is actually going to do. Sell all the way to this point before it begins to maybe wants to take a buy move again, begin to move to the upside again. But at least for now, I think the market, when you CADJPY, the market opens, CADJPY is going to sell temporarily before it continues its move to the upside again. CADJPY, USDJPY, they have the same direction. I think they are buying already. Yes, but for now they are still retracing, which is the same thing that is happening on CADJPY as well. So Euro USD, we don't really have much to say because the market is stuck in between resistance and the support zone. So we don't know what the market is going to do. So we just stay out of that for now. And I did my analysis on gold as well. Gold is also at a support level. We're looking for an entry to take the buy to take the trade to the upside, and it can as well break it because it looks like gold has actually been buying for a long time and it is due for the sellers to get in, considering the strong bearish candles, about two of them that has formed on the 4-hour time frame. And this is CADJPY, which is forming the same thing as USDJPY as well. They are both in a buy trade and they are currently retracing. So for CADJPY, we're expecting some retracement move to the 61.8 fib level of the market. So basically that is what we're anticipating the market to do. And that is all for this one. And hope we're able to do this again next week. See you guys next time. Thanks.